have to close these things. I'm going to paint this in. This is going to be my second hand. I'm going to have him wearing a red blazer. So I'm just going to go grab a color. You can change it to whatever color. So I'm going to just make sure this is full on red. Bucket tool. Okay, so painted everything. That means I have a hole somewhere in the blazer. Undo, and my tolerance is set to 0. So if it was fully closed, it would have worked. Down here I have a hole. Back to my black and close that hole. Gonna close that hole. And I didn't finish this part of the hand. Anything else open? Yep, right here, and over here, and over here. Back to red. Grab any color. Right on to red. Paint bucket tool. Paint. Here I'm gonna go with a darker red. Then some sort of flesh tone. Looking at my own hand and trying to get something close. So I'm very light brown. Something like that. Good enough. I'm going to be erasing the background. You see the shirt? That's not really white. It is transparent. If I erase all of that, see, we can see through the shirt. So I'm going to make the shirt whitish. Go to paint palette. I can just go and grab a pre-gray, something like that. That'll be fine. There's my shirt. I just realized I maybe want to put a cuff on the arm here of the blazer. I can put some buttons and a button on a gold or bronze color. Paint bucket tool, paint, paint, paint. Done, done, done. There's my second hand. Just going to click on the, I want to share that. So I'm going to click share, save image. I'm going to do it again for the minute hand and for the hour hand. So the minute hand is going to be maybe just a little bit shorter, a little bit less stretched out. Back over to here, and I'm just going to delete some of my layers that I don't want. So I don't want that hand. I don't want that arm. I need that to reappear. I'm going to go get another picture of my hand. Need to make some new layers. So plus to make a new layer. Image, recents. I'm going to get this one, and I'm going to drag it to about, like instead of right to the end like I did with the second hand, I'm going to make the minute hand just a little bit shorter like that. Done. I'm going to go to my drawing layer, and I'm going to trace that hand using my pen tool. Colors, black. So there's my minute hand. Then back into the layers. I want to get rid of hiding that layer, hiding all the other layers except for the arm. I click on here, share, and save image. Now for the last one, I'm just going to delete everything I don't need. Delete the drawing of the arm. Once again, I'm going to import my picture of a hand. This is going to be for the hour hand, so I'm going to make it the second hand. And I had the minute hand here. I'm going to bring this one even closer in like that. Let's trace it. Share that. Share. Save image. So there are my images, photos to see what that looks like. The 3 different images. These 3, so I'm going to click select, take all 3 of them, and then I'm going to upload them to my computer. I'm going to open up those 3 images. They are really big. They are 4,000 pixels wide, and I really want them to be only tools. Adjust size. I'm keeping this locked down. I'm going to change this to 600. That's reasonable. We'll do that with all 3 of those hands, and then I'm going to save it. To save it, I'm just going to click here up on the name, rename it. I'm going to call this second hand or HND second hand, and save. Command S. Next image, go to tools. Adjust size, make it 600 pixels wide, like that. Save that. I want to give it a new name, so this is going to be my minute hand. I'm going to call it min hand, and save, Command S. And the last one is going to be my hour hand. Tools, adjust size, 600 pixels wide. Rename it, click up here, hour hand. Save. Now into Python.